Though I feel like the shaman does have a really good matchup against the other shaman deck. Going okay, so Actuated starting off with his beast druid. Hey, look, finally more beasts instead of the two non-beasts in the deck.
Yep. Mounted Raptor, a pretty good card against this Tunnel Trog when innovated early.
And it's
Lightning Bolt
getting
is gonna come
immediate
down
lightning
now.
bolt.
Alright, let's see what this Mounted Raptor actually brings out.
Voodoo Doctor.
Not that good. Is there any one drop that's actually 3 attack? Now that I'm wondering. Oh, Dust Devils.
Yeah, Flame Imp. And Dust Devil or Dust Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flame Imp would have been insane. You still have the injured Cavalier, which would have been a pretty good one drop as well.
Oh yeah, exactly. So also 2/4.
Like there's plenty of possibilities.
Yeah, definitely like stealthing this. It does allow for.
Yeah, forced to go face.
Feels a little bad. But then again, oh okay. So with the PhoneTap having the rogue hero power, it can actually remove a lot of like 1 health minions too, without actually his minion like taking damage. That actually feels good too.
Well, he's seeing his own Murgleton. Don't think we're gonna see it this turn.
No, we will.
What?
He's just gonna use his own hero power to move the guarantee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to guarantee the 1/1 being moved.
So do you kill the Total Truck now?
I would kill the Tunnel Trog.
I mean, isn't that one of the problems? Is your minions just slowly die to damage over time? Like all the little minions that keep hitting it. Heal seems pretty sweet. Makes it so that your Druid Claw sticks around forever, which is likely to see play next turn.
We also see a healing totem from PhoneTap side too.
Okay, is that gonna go
yeah, the coin into Druid of the Claw seems pretty good as well.
Yeah, Druid Claw is pretty solid. Like, it's either gonna have to die to some form of spell or flame tongue, so it's definitely not hurting him. Yeah. Just going with Lava Burst, probably hero power too. Like I know you just draw Doomhammer now, but it's not likely you're gonna play it anytime soon. Like maybe in 2 turns from now, after you get more of a board established.
Yeah, after playing the Fair Spirits.
Yeah, you don't need to actually do anything with your board doesn't do anything at the moment. Like, it's just too small. Hoping to deal 16 damage with your weapons a little bit too out there, especially when your opponent's just healing for 2 every turn. And those Tunnel Trucks, yeah. Probably see it come down next turn.
Yeah, this Savage Gabanon is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it does kill off one of the taunts. Teacher, what does Teacher do?
With the Druid the Saber, probably.
Just sit in the taunt. This does actually help you clear the board next turn. You're not too worried about your life total at the moment.
It does guarantee the removal.
So yeah, Doomhammer. I think you do want to take 6 here. No, just go face.
No.
That makes it so that you could win next turn with either Rock Biter or another Lava Burst. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's possibilities that PhoneTap does run Leroy in this deck, right? We know that he's running Argent Horse Riders as well. Horse Riders don't give him instant lethal, but he still has like multiple outs for lethal damage.
Yeah,
Plus
he
the minions
definitely
get
does.
some still, which is just going to be a 2/2. So he's actually just looking for 5 damage at this point.
Alright, playing the Totem Golem and the thing from below. So this is looking a very sticky kind of board that actually would have a really hard time actually dealing with.
So I think he could easily deal with it though, without dying this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, and Swipe is pretty...
Yeah, pretty good. Heal yourself first, definitely do that. Oh, decides to go... Oh yeah, Argent Commander. It's definitely pretty good as well. It does help you move the board while also having a 4/2 as well. Just push a little bit of damage.
So he's at 7. Any amount of damage.
Lava Burst!
Lava Burst.
And that's what he needed to win the game. So top that Lava Burst with the Doomhammer to finish, actuated off.
Yeah, I think I like PhoneTap style, always playing into his top deck outs every single time.
Yeah, I feel that's what you really need to do with the Mango Shaman anyway. Just
I can, of course. I'd rather play mid-range Shaman. So yeah, we're gonna see the Tempo Rogue versus Zoo.
This is actually a very interesting type of matchup, but I think the Rogue suffers a little bit against the the Zood matchup.
Is it just because of the aggressive minions, or?
I feel like they don't have that much of a burst kind of potential. Like because for miracle decks, right, you could just conceal your whole board and just burst them down that way with a fully concealed kind of board. But you can't really do that with this kind of deck. You always have to put out your minions, and I feel that Zoo can actually gain back the board a lot better than the Tempo Bro can. Like they can flood the board better. They have a lot better value kind of early kind of minions. All right. So we can actually see into trade with into the Divine Shield and just healing it back up. Yeah, I definitely like that. It definitely feels pretty good.
Yeah. You just trying to build a board up. Like, I guess Hero Power would have been okay too.
So Dark Giant Councilman actually coming down. So if this Imp Gang Boss actually trades into the 2/2, it gets buffed up quite well. But he actually trades into the Earthworm and Farseer first. I feel like that's pretty good as well.
Yeah, it's gonna make his Councilman bigger. And Gela 3/3, which was pretty big.
Okay, so Sap is gonna come down.
Job done.
That Imp Gang Boss is just sticking around forever. Oh, Knife Juggler.
Knife Juggler, that's good.
Yeah, that was probably something he was looking for. Like, okay, so now you can play the Knife Juggler, trade into the other, the healthy Undercity, and hopefully kill the second Huckster.
Yeah.
That's a 2/1 in the process. Let's see if it happens.
Yes, two tries. It's definitely not impossible.
All right, Peller.
Oh, didn't get it.
Double miss. So he's gonna lose his Knife Juggler, but it was worth a chance, worth a shot to just have a massive board lead.
Oh, Demon Fuse.
It's all this energy that they would normally get. It's doing something. Not the best, but yeah.
Yeah, we can also see an answer from PhoneTap's side. It can potentially be a board killer if...
Could always trade it off the next turn with the Dark Iron Dwarf. Like, it just sets you up for more pumps for the Councilman. But definitely doing the Power Overwhelming this turn to take out the Van Cleef seems pretty good. And then trade the Peddler.
There's also a pretty big power turn from PhoneTap too, like with the Argent Spire and into the Argus as well.
Ooh, Phantom was picked up. That might help him clear this board in the future. But yeah, not seeing it, like the Demon Fuse was probably not what he wanted. Like, so many creatures that are just really good in Zoo that are early curve creatures he could have actually played or done anything with. He didn't get last turn.
Okay, so we will be seeing the Dark Councilman being traded into Drake, which makes the Fan of Knives a little better. Oh, with the backstab too, that actually would be quite good as well. Like, you can definitely use your dagger to punch into the Councilman and then Fan of Knives, but possibly backstab first into the 2/3. Yeah. Okay, so he decides to move the 2/2 instead.
Well, yeah, he could just backstab it. I don't think he's worried about the defender. He just wants to get the sticky minions off the board while he can. And he did pick up the Fan for the following turn, so he's going to be able to clear the current board.
Definitely feels great.
But that Argus is like, you have to do a little bit more work if you really want to clear my board. Argus is really good in this matchup. Well, it's pretty much good in any matchup that you have to attack in.
Oh baby, the Fan of Knives into the
Into
SI
the
removal.
Into the hero power player.
Okay. Oh man, those tempo kind of plays.
Then that's a 2/2 versus a 3/3 plus 1 double durability weapon.
Oh, the Direwolf Alpha pickup. That's actually quite good.
Well, he could just do it with the Iron
Oh yeah,
Dwarf,
Iron Dwarf.
which is a little bit stronger this turn.
Definitely a little bit more resilient.
Yeah, 4 health is a lot. Like, it takes an Eviscerate, or in this case, an Argent Commander to clear a minion like that.
Ooh.
Face. He means business. He does have the Doomguard in hand. Like I said, just playing into his outs. Like, how many cards off the top of his deck just won him the game?
That's true.
Like Power Overwhelming
definitely helps him too.
I wouldn't be surprised if this deck was running Soulfire.
Alright, let's see what PhoneTap picks up here.
So he has... Okay. Wait, that's lethal, right?
Yeah,
that's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 10 points of damage. Yep.
Yeah, is he always playing into his top deck outs? Like, he knew the probability of him drawing like +2 or +4 damage was so high.
Yeah. PhoneTap playing aggressive decks like a god. Always playing into his outs.
That it's like, oh wait, I actually have 4 cards to kill my opponent. I have how many cards left in my deck? 16, so I have 1 and 4. Oh, I can do that.
Okay, so Freeze Mage versus the Beast Druid. So back in the days where Druid actually had a really good silence called Keeper of the Grove, it's definitely a really good matchup against the Freeze Mage. But nowadays, Druid is not so good against the Freeze Mage anymore. It's similar to Freeze Mage playing against, what do you call it? These Paladin decks, like Secret Paladin, or any minion-based kind of Paladin decks, just so they don't...
Are we getting the Aspirant out there? Yeah, turn 1 Aspirant! Let's hit the work.
It's been a
actually,
long time.
he does actually have 3 drops that work with this, but I don't know. Do you like Hero Power more than...
I like Hero Power a little bit more.
Just going face and then using... Yeah, you have to protect the Aspirant. If you want to coin your Aspirant out, you want to protect the hell out of it.
I can't remember. You to play the teacher though.
Do you remember if the Aspirant was a beast? Like that, I can't remember.
No, I don't think Aspirant's a beast. No,
I think Mark of Yasharosh is really good here. Gonna find out if that was beast, and he's haunting the other one, so it's not. Killing off the... This is really looking in favor of Actuated at this point. Not sure how the mage is going to combat this outside of just slowing down the turns. Actually, he's removing 4 damage from the board now, setting the Druid back a mana. So the Druid's going to be back at 4 mana again.
I feel it's still not that bad for PhoneTap though, because Actuated actually doesn't have that much burst damage in the deck, unless you're actually playing Savage War, but it's not immediate like with Force of Nature.
A 5/7? That's huge against the Freeze Mage.
Ooh, using
like the only thing that you actually get wrecked by at this point would be a Doomsayer. And he does have the Nova in hand. He's going to start off with Mark of Nature, choosing to pump the creatures.
Like the following turn of the Blizzard.
I think he was more curious to see what the secret was, because he could be like uncertain that this is still Freeze Mage. There has been a lot of Reno Mages popping up as of late.
Yeah, that's definitely
like I know 2 weeks ago in the VFL there was a Cthulhu Reno Mage.
Oh yeah, right. That was true. Wasn't as effective. I believe he played against you, but
yeah.
Alright, so Argent Commander being played right now. A very
I
sticky
remember,
kind of creature.
Yeah, I remember this card back in the day actually did work against most Freeze Mages. Like it demanded 2 removal spells. Very rarely were they just freely able to ping it off the hero power, because like all your minions were just super sticky.
True.
And he was just sticky. It's like, oh, so I have to have Blizzard or I have to have Frostbolt after this? Pretty devastating.
Alright, we're gonna see a Blizzard setup by pinging the Violet Teacher, just so he can ping it off with the Blizzard at the same turn next turn on 8 mana. But we are going to see another Power of the Wild coming out just to deny it. I kind of feel like you could get away with doing Druid of Cloud there. Yep.
But it's likely we're just going to see Swiper just Hero Power this turn to kill off the...
Yeah, I like the Hero Power. It protects your board.
Yeah. Well, that's why I kind of like the Druid of Claw too, if you're going to use Force of Nature. But just making your creatures bigger just makes your board even more resilient. And this Thaldos is actually going to do quite a bit of work, right?
Yep.
Well, no, Hero Power is still the same value at this point.
I think, yeah, Hero Power is still a little better. But it does allow you to ping it off the following turn. Like, it's a little easier to remove the Teacher now.
Okay, so a lot of fun you could do here. You can make a bunch of 1/1s, Hero Power, Druid of Claw, attack in for 4. Or... Okay, so he's going to go to the Druid of Claw, right?
Oh, wait.
Actually...
No. Oh, wait. Okay, so he makes a 4/6 just to play around Flame Strike.
Yeah. Flame Strike, yeah, playing around Flame Strike's good. Like, I'm still unsure that he's actually running Flame Strike in his deck.
Yeah, that's true too.
As
we
we finally see the mirror images. It's like I know a lot of people were cutting Flame Strike because it was either too slow or it doesn't kill enough. Like it's great when you actually get to kill off a rogue's minions while they're stealth, but if they're drawing a bunch of cards, it's usually not good for you anyway. Or you're already at a point where you're just going to kill your opponent.
This is actually pretty sweet. Mirror Images being able to block 2 points of damage out. But we are going to see the Living Root's gonna come out just to remove one of the taunts. Just push a little bit of damage into PhoneTap's face.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you go Evade Sauce here and summon your little beast and charge for 2?
You can use it to kind of rejuvenate back the board after, like maybe a Frost Nova Doomsayer actually comes out. So I don't think he needs to commit to his board that much.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have 6 damage from hand with Teacher?
Oh, Doomsayer. Oh, Warring Torch.
You could still even just set down Doomsayer and say, hey, you have to... if you want to pop my block, you have to deal with my Doomsayer.
Yeah.
Oh, I fix up the second.
He can actually use that for removal if he wants to. But then he would need to... Oh, wait, no, that's Ice Block under, too.
Yeah, the Ice Block's already on board. Like, he would have to actually choose to not pop this block at all. And he's actually giving him the option to pop the block, too. With this hero power.
Yeah.
But he would lose his board immediately. But it does actually look like he has enough cards in hand to clear the board and play the Teacher if he wants. But he's just going to immediately just pop that block.
Yeah. At 1 health as well. But using the swipe here, right?
Okay. He can actually use the Marcus Siraj on the Saber to kill off that... Oh, never mind. It just dies anyway.
Yep. Ooh, Fireball's being picked up. That's really not what he needed.
With the Bearer could save him as well, but...
But that's only if the Druid doesn't have direct damage. Like, I mean, with the spell, I mean.
Well, I mean, he is pretty much dead. Yeah, he's dead to the Mark of Siraj, but...
Yeah. Oh, picking
up...
It's
the second Druid of Claw, yeah. It was over.
Yeah.
But it was one of his shots he could do. Like, Alex Trotsky himself is the same exact scenario, except that he would have an 8/8 on board, which could have been better, but then drawing cards could be just as valuable at this point in the game.
Yeah.
In the end, it didn't matter.
Oh, man. I thought that the Freeze Mage would have had a really good chance against this Druid deck, but...
Freeze Mage has been really frail against... If you're drawing that stuff, you know what you're not drawing. Stuff to kill your opponent's creatures, or stuff to actually kill your opponent. Like, I think if he picked up that Doomsayer a lot earlier, he probably would have won the game at that point. Then he would have been able to use the Nova Doomsayer, easiest ways to win games, right?
What do you think about this matchup, then? The Tempo Rogue versus the Freeze Mage?
Like, he does have a lot of good sticky minions, and minions that replace themselves value-wise quite easily. I mean, there's a lot of good mage minions. You could easily get off this Undercity Huckster.
The Huckster. I love this card. Give you infinite type of possibilities.
Get the... okay, so this... You just play Tempo, go face?
Yeah, I like definitely like Tempo and go face. When I'm playing against Freeze Mage, especially nowadays that Freeze Mage actually doesn't really have that much survival. I definitely like playing this way. But that's also because the Tempo kind of rogue is gradually grinds down like a certain, like their opponents, not burst damage, without burst damage. So that's why play Tempo is a little bit better in my opinion. Whoa, using those mirror images just to pull off the Doomsayer. Just to set up for a pretty clean Arcane Intellect or the Acolyte of Pain. That's also quite good. I actually like the Arcane Intellect a little better, but what do you think about that?
I mean, it seems like a lot of these decks are having issues with just dealing 3 damage immediately from hand. You can play me for free this turn if you let your opponent draw 2 cards instead of just 1. I'm pretty sure if he had the preparation though, like he would have easily played the prep into the Abyss.
Yeah. And
just gain this board that pretty hard to deal with. But saying that, like, look at PhoneTap, he picked up the second Doomsayer. It is 5 mana. Like, if Actuated actually goes really hard this turn, summons a bunch of creatures, that...
oh
wow, the Polymorph!
The Polymorph. We do see...
Up the Huckster, the Doomsayer is going to be like, oh, look at me, you can't do anything, you don't have sap. I just immediately went off this card. The Polymorph, instant shutdown. And gets the 1/1 from the Teacher. Polymorph.
It's performing beyond my expectations, man.
So he's choosing not to go with the Doomsayer this turn. Which, in hindsight, seems amazing. Like, don't get crushed by that Polymorph. Like, I'm pretty sure Actuated just sitting there going like, I dare you to freeze my board and Doomsayer me. I will instantly crush you. But Actuated's board is just getting more and more aggressive. Like, all these bubble shields. So hard for the Freeze Mage to deal with at this point. Or you can just set down the
Oh.
looter as well. Looter could be just as good.
Yeah, just in case too, right? But then again, it'll get removed by the weapon hero power.
Yeah, but then you have the sheep. Not that you're playing around polymorph.
Yep. Alright, so we also see a backstab too, which is gonna use immediately.
Yeah, I got that t-shirt, get that value.
But then again, still, like, PhoneTap's hand is still looking quite okay, just because 2 Blizzard is in hand, and he's able to fit in a ping as well, just to move most of this board.
Drake is a possibility, but like Drake Edwin is probably not likely.
Yeah, this is pretty heads up. It also allows him to, clean up the whole board with the other Blizzard. Alright, so, picking up Edwin. Sprinting is pretty alright, it's not bad.
Yeah, he also gets to develop, PhoneTap gets to develop the ice block next turn, which is pretty sweet too. So a lot into thinking of this previous turn. Man, I miss Freeze Mage.
Yeah. You can start playing it again. We can see that it's quite viable.
Yeah, if you get the ban warrior all day.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna see another Blizzard come out and playing the ice block, as you said. This is actually pretty good for ice block, right? I mean for PhoneTap right here.
Yeah, he gets to lead with Alex Strauss next turn. So the only thing he's missing is damage at this point, and he already has Frostbolt Ice Lance, so he's just looking for a Fireball or something else, because he's not gonna kill Actuated in like next turn, but over the next 2 turns it's really possible. But as we see, this Argent commander is like, I'm a 12-12, and I get to play this Edwin, which is a 10-10, so it can immediately have lethal the following turn.
Yeah.
But we know the ice block is up. But when do you play the Alex Strauss? The turn that you're going for the lethal?
Yeah, that's actually very interesting.
Hey,
Oh,
you just
another
did the second ice block. So he's just drawing turns. Yeah, just Nova this turn, ping face. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then
Hero powering face doesn't matter here. Killing off or putting damage into that commander as well doesn't really matter. And there's nothing he do but that 10-10 at the moment. Both Doomsayers already used, so yeah, Nova seems like
going for
choose
the
the
crossbow first.
maybe to prevent any possible lethals with like weapon damage.
But does that mean that he's gonna use Alex Strauss to kill face instead, though?
No, there's no way he's doing that, because that does nothing, especially when there's over 30 damage on board.
Yeah.
Is that even 30? Yeah, that's exactly 30. So yeah, I see him doing Alex and then attacking face for 2 damage, putting his opponent low. And then he has the Arcane Elect next turn as a possibility of gaining additional damage. And this Alex Shaw is still something you have to deal with, which we're going to see probably dealt with by trading in the Drake or something. Or short 1 mana for that.
Is that a Roaring Torch that I see? So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage in his hand at the moment.
Yeah. Well, guess what Actuated is that? Still not dead. Which that ice block is actually gonna. Okay, so Forgotten Torch increases his chances in drawing another fireball, right? So he uses the Forgotten Torch first on his opponent's face, which puts him to 13. Plays the ice block, probably plays the looter now, and gets the Arcane Elect. Wait, okay, no, he can't play all those because they all that costs 9 mana, and he only has 10.
True.
I feel like you just go for the 9 mana worth of cards this turn.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He drew
Ooh,
the
Emperor.
So he has to get the hero power ping in this turn.
No,
But
this is lethal. This is lethal.
Oh, oh wait, it's Roaring Torch.
Yeah, it's Roaring Torch.
I thought it was Forgotten Torch.
No,
I thought he was gonna need that to put it back into his deck. Yeah,
So,
he had 11 damage with the second Ice Lance.
oh
So, yeah,
man, picking up the Ice Lance right in the end, right when he needed it, just for lethal. So PhoneTap will be taking VFL Weekly number 3 with unexpectedly the Freeze Mage.
Yeah, that was a sweet surprise.